Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show. And I'm doing this, show today because Sweet Kid Kino gave me some information that he wanted me to pass along to you people out there. Sweet Kid Kino is not with me here today. He's not. Sweet Kid Kino is doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing. But he wanted me to share this information. Let me get this light show, together. This light show is unbelievable. But Sweet Kid Kino gave me a nice information that I should pass along to you people out there. As you know, this is a public service watch announcement channel. To the ones that don't know this, we are a public service watch announcement channel. And I told many of you out there that for the month of January 2025, I would give you information on what's happening out there in the Muppet Boiler Room secondary great watch market. You know what? They won't dare to tell you. Me and Sweet Kid Kino will. Even though Kino's not here today, he's part of this. He is the owner of this team, and I have to use his name always. So you know that already. You know this is a public service watch channel. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. And also get it through your head, the watch market he did, right? Anyway, guys, we have a shopping mall here in Miami, Florida. Or should I say Florida? It's a mall by the name of Sawgrass Mills. And it's like a tourist, a tourist trap, a tourist watch trap, stores, it's unbelievable. And a subscriber of ours reached out to us to talk about this situation that happened to him. He always wanted a Rolex watch. Didn't know much about Rolex watches, but he wanted a Rolex watch. Okay. And he spoke to his wife about that he wanted a Rolex watch. But he never, got one because he doesn't know nothing about watches, about Rolex watches. And it was the holidays, Christmas time, last month, December. And his wife went to this mall, the Sawgrass Mills Mall. Somewhere out there, in Florida, around here. And she went over there, and there's a store there by the name of International Diamond Watches and Jewelry. Unbelievable. She goes over there. This is a disgrace. The story I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. She goes over there behind her husband's back to surprise them, for that Christmas day, give him the watch that he wanted, a Rolex watch. And she enters this tourist, watch trap, a tourist trap. It's in Sawgrass Mills, so you guys out there that you're listening and you're coming down to Florida, you know about this mall, all right? So she goes to this store, the International Diamond Watch and Jewelry. And she sees a watch, and the salesman is showing her the watch, and he's dancing with her and treating her so kind and elegant and classy. And she shows him a watch, a stainless steel Rolex Datejust 41 millimeter with a blue Joe Biden dial. Joe Biden. The Joe Biden blue dial. Navy, that navy color. And she's looking at the watch, and it's like, a couple of days before Christmas Day. And he tells her that the watch is full set and all that good stuff. Unbelievable. Full set. Let me show you the watch, ladies and gentlemen, because, I work better that way. Let me show you the watch. This is the watch, ladies and gentlemen, right here. See it? Unbelievable. Datejust. With an oyster bracelet, 41 millimeter, with a smooth bezel. And the salesman is telling her all about the watch. Unbelievable. That the watch is full set and all that good stuff. This is a watch that if I'm going to go look for this watch, I'm telling you I won't pay more. I'm telling you this. I won't pay more. I don't care if it has the blue Joe Biden dial. I won't pay more than $7,000. And I'm going to tell you why. $7,000. The watch was being sold to this young lady for $16,500. I repeat, $16,500. Unbelievable. You know what $16,500 is for a Rolex Datejust oyster bracelet, smooth bezel, navy blue dial, and the watch is naked. But this company is telling this lady that the watch is full set. Full set. It had like a Chinese box, you know, a wood box. I mean, let me show you. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I see this. This is the box they're giving her. The box. This is the box. There's the box right there, right? Let me show you the card. You know, the full set card they're giving her. And this is the full set card right here. You see it? The full set card. Unbelievable. From that company, you know, from International Watch Diamond Jewelry, you know? Unbelievable. Right there. The watch again. You know, the wood box. Wood. If this is a real box, it's from the very, 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 and I mean very early 1990s, okay? 1990s. It's a full set. So this lady falls in love with the watch that this salesman is pushing on her for $16,500. Unbelievable. I told you what I would pay for it. $7,000, right? The lady buys the watch for $16,500 plus your Uncle Sam's taxes. What a SAF. You know, this is a SAF. That is what you call a SAF. Le rompieron el orto. Le rompieron el orto, la cicatriz. La pobre mujer, poor lady, left her homeless. You know what homeless is? They left her homeless. $16,500. Full set. It was a naked watch. Naked. You know, the card that I had, it was a card from that company, you know? International Watch Diamond and Jewelry, you know, whatever you call it. It's in that mall, Sawgrass Mills. You know, I'm telling you this story so you won't get fleeced and flim-flam. Because there's people out there still giving away their children's tuition money. I'm going to tell you, the salesman made in commission, he must have made in commission that day on that lady. I would say a good $3,000 on commission on that lady. And the store made the rest, you know? But he's softer. He's softer. So Christmas Day, the lady gives the husband that present that he wanted. Unbelievable story. Prepares it and gives it to him and says, "Merry Christmas, honey." And the man can't believe it. He sees a green box. Unbelievable, these scoundrels. These guys are terribles. These are cretins. Cretins. You know, you don't know what a cretin is? You Google it. Cretin people, you know? Plain. I call this, ladies and gentlemen, esto es un crimen de odio. This is a hate crime against watch people. It's a hate crime against watch people. He's softer. So the gentleman, Christmas Day, opens the box and he's breaking the paper, the Christmas paper, you know, the wrapping paper. And he sees the green box and he's going bananas, a Rolex. And when he opens it up, he sees that the watch is, and this little box, a little wooden Rolex box. and he's looking at the paper and all that stuff, and he notices that this is, not a authentic, card, from Rolex. It's a Mickey Mouse card, And the lady got fleeced. The lady got fleeced. And this man is heartbroken because his wife did this with so much love. She wanted him to be happy with this watch. Y lo que hicieron fue que le rompieron el orto, it broke. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Sad story. It's a sad story, And I'm telling you this story so you guys, if you ever come to Miami, Florida, and you go to that mall, the Sawgrass Mills, the store is there. And I'm telling you, it's called International Watch Diamond Jewelry. Unbelievable. It's a hate crime. Absolutely. Ed Blair is a genius. This is a hate crime. Esto es un crimen de odio. How can somebody do that to somebody on, in the holidays, just lo hicieron canto, lo hicieron mierda. $16,500 for a Datejust. Stainless steel, smooth bezel. Joe Biden blue dial. Unbelievable. It hurts me that people are still giving away their children's tuition money. It really hurts me, ladies and gentlemen. That man Safter la jodió toda. Help me with another word of Saf. Anybody can help me out. Saf. I don't want to say she got taken or she got fleeced. Give me another word, ladies and gentlemen. What's the other word? Joe Biden. Unbelievable. She pays $16,500. And that tourist watch trap jewelry store in Sawgrass Mills. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I told you that I will be doing these videos so you guys can protect your children's tuition money. You gotta stop being window lickers. You gotta stop being lollipop suckers. You cannot continue being Palmolive dish lickers. Nobody is buying watches, and the ones that are buying watches are getting fleeced because they're not hearing this public service watch announcement channel. He heard it too late. And they told us the whole story. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbelievable. People write to us telling us thank you very much for everything we have learned from you guys. I'm just telling you what they say. But you gotta watch it if you do go to that store in Florida called the Sawgrass Mills Mall. Inside there is a tourist watch trap store. You do whatever you want with your money. It's your money. You saw that lady, what happened to her. The poor guy, he felt bad for I even feel bad for his wife. No, seriously, I feel bad. And so that's a hate crime against watch collectors. People that have the desire of getting a watch. He doesn't know what to do with this watch now because they won't take it back. They won't take it back. Nobody put a forcer to buy it. He went there, I don't know. It's sad. It's a sad story, and I thought I should tell you about this story so the people around the world, my millions and millions of organic watch channel subscribers get to hear about that store in Florida, that mall, Sawgrass Mills. Inside there is a tourist watch trap waiting for you in the International Watch Diamond Jewelry. I'm telling you what it is. Nobody's ever going to tell you this, just me. And Sweet Kikino, he's not here today. I don't even know what this guy's doing no more. He's going bananas. while I'm working all dressed up. You know, I can't. I'm juggling too many things in my life. Unbelievable. But I thought you guys should hear about this, all right? So you know what's going on already. Pass the word around. Pasa la palabra por todos lados. Por España, Italia, Chile, you know, all over the world. You know, unbelievable. I feel heartbroken for that lady. They really destroyed her. You know, you're not going to hear this ever from, you know, from the Walrus fat bastard. You're never going to hear it from the hungry hippo, Mr. Magoo. You're never going to hear it from the... Unbelievable, man. From that Deputy Droopy Butthole Eyes with the Tweety Bird haircut. You're never going to hear it. You're going to hear it from this channel. Because we are a public service watch announcement channel. Unbelievable, but we are. What they won't dare to tell you, we will. And you know why? Let me see it. Put it up there. Write it down. Why? No? Nobody knows? Because we're stupid like that. Porque somos unos lambones. Porque yo y Kino somos unos lambones. Believable. Kino's texting me. Kino's texting me. I'm not going to tell you what he's asking me, but he's texting me. Unbelievable. So be aware of that store in Saltgrass Mills, the International Watch, Diamond, and Jewelry. They're going to get you taken. Ladies and gentlemen, I spoke to you about another subject. I would say a good 5 months ago, you know? A good 5 months ago, I talked to you about this watch. You know what that is? I talked to you about that watch. Unbelievable, that watch. There were so many people taken with that watch. And luckily that they heard this public service watch announcement channel in the air. We're all international. We are international. All over the world. Right now, people are watching me all over the world. All over the world. Unbelievable, but true, ladies and gentlemen. But true. So we have this watch that I explained to you about. Right? We're talking about no other than the Tudor. The Tudor Black Bay chronograph. Miss Piggy. You know, the Miss Piggy. Unbelievable. When that watch came out in Watches and Wonder, they never told none of you window lickers out there and lollipop suckers, crayon eaters, tomato cans, that was, or that wasn't a limited edition watch. You guys thought it was a limited edition watch. You guys went bananas. People pay for that Black Bay Tudor Miss Piggy with a pink dial chronograph over $28,000. People were going bananas. And me and Sweet Kid Kino started voicing out. Me and Sweet Kid Kino couldn't believe that people were paying $28,000 for that Black Bay Miss Piggy chrono. And you might be thinking, why is he talking about the Miss Piggy right now? Be patient. Be patient and listen and learn. You know, I make this comical and funny for you guys. But at the same time, I'm telling you, I'm dropping knowledge on you guys. So you guys can go to the mall on Saturday and act cool like, you know everything already. So they made a killing. The Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels and dealers made a killing on you guys. Hold on. No han dado ni un centavo todavía, Kino. No han dado ni un centavo, ni un botón. Ni un botón cagado. Sweet Kikino. So anyway, these Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels and dealers made a killing with that Miss Piggy, pink doll. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe this. I'm talking about that already, you know, we're getting close to that watches and wonders. And you know, there's an ambassador, an artist, Taiwanese. Unbelievable, that Jay Shu. You know who Jay Shu is? Listen and learn. Listen and learn. Damn, Blake, you're on fire. Blake is on fire. Blake is on fire. Unbelievable, that Blake. He's on fire. He's listening. The way Blake está escuchando. While I'm making funny jokes and all that, he's listening. So anyway, you know, that Jay Shu, you know, Jay Shu. He's an artist, a painter. He is the ambassador. To the ones that know it, beautiful, you know it. And to the ones that don't know it, he is the ambassador of Tudor. And he was the one that created Miss Piggy, pink doll. And ladies and gentlemen, let me show you something, because, you know, in this channel is for real. Lo que esos lambones no le dicen ustedes, yo te lo voy a decir. You don't know what I said? You know what I said? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, because I'm stupid like that. What those Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels and dealers won't dare to tell you, me and Sweet Kikino will tell you, because we're stupid like that. We're stupid like that. So this Jay Shu, my God, did that watch, right? You see it, right? The Miss Piggy. Okay, you see it, right? Perfect. Look what they have in store for you guys. You ready? Maybe he did it for himself, you know, because he's an artist. Maybe he did it for himself. Maybe it's a replica, you know, who knows? But this is where they're going to attack you again. They're going to attack you again. They're going to take away your children's tuition book fare money. That's right. They're going to take away your children's book fare money and lunch money. That's right. And I'm going to tell you, this is what they have for you next. Here you go, Blake. That's what they got for you next. You see it? I don't know if that's Turkey. I don't know how to say that word. You guys help me out. The Turkish. Hey, you like it? Let's show it to you again. Here it is. There it is. Damon! I love you, Damon! Attaboy, Blake! There you go, Blake. You wanted to see it. You know, this gentleman by the name of Blake Mayer, he said it. He said it. There it is. There it is. This is what they have in store for you guys in the next couple of months. They're going to take away all your children's tuition money with this one. There it is. You saw it here first. If you're here, you saw it. What do you guys think about this thing? What do you think about it? You know? There it is. I'm telling you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. They have this prepared for you guys. Jay Shu, the ambassador of Tudor, wants to get your children's tuition money. These people see you as window lickers. You know, you guys are obedient watch slaves. But me and Sweet Kikino, we're not. We're not obedient watch slaves. Especially Sweet Kid Kino. He's not here, but Sweet Kid Kino is one smart son of a gun. That's not a bad word, right? Son of a gun? He's a smart man. I don't understand how he gets all this information. And now that I said it now, you're going to find out that all these cheap knockoffs, they want to copy me and Sweet Kid Kino, are going to tell you about this. But you 36 organic watch channel subscribers, you know who showed it to you. That's right. You know who showed it to you. Me. I showed it to you. I showed it to you because I'm stupid like that. You understand me? So these people want to get into your pocketbook. They want you to, burn your credit cards buying these watches. But not in my time. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Jay Shu, I know you're watching me, Jay Shu. It's not going to happen. He's an unbelievable. I mean, he's unbelievable. It's like a Tiffany watch. Esta gente te quieren joder. They want to get you guys, and I'm not going to permit it. I'm not going to permit it. Nope. Not even 75 cents, Bobby. Not even 75 cents. So, you know how to protect yourself now from these flim-flammers, these hoodwinks, these hucksters, that they see you as a spoof ball, as an easy target. You gotta stop being buffaloes. You gotta stop being buffaloes. The only buffalo out there is Eugene, the Las Vegas Park Ranger Buffalo Walker. Okay? He's the only one. So don't be dodo birds and don't get taken. All right, guys? I gave you two important informations in the month of January. Today is, I don't even know what today's date is, but you know what date it is. All right? So, no sean lambones, no sean pendejos. You know what pendejo is? If you don't know what pendejos is, I advise you to Google it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Blake. Blake is a nice guy. I don't know. He's a new subscriber. It's Blake. You see that? A new subscriber named Blake. Blake Mayer. It's unbelievable, that Blake. Unbelievable. Scarface. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this man. So, ladies and gentlemen, please protect yourselves from these flim-flammers. They will be attacking you. Another watch that I'm going to talk to you is a Rebirth. A rebirth, nacimiento, nació, birth. This watch, they had it, many years ago. It was I think it's called the Vacheron Constantin 222, right? 3 2s, I don't know, something like that. And they did that watch in gold. It's a very petite watch, for smaller physiques, I believe, and small wrists, I believe. I think it's a small watch, but it's the Vacheron Constantin Overseas, the 222. They made it in stainless steel with a blue dial. This is another watch. They're going to flim-flam you now. They're going to flim-flam you with this watch. It's up there in the 30s, somewhere 30, I don't know, 30. Can somebody write down for me how much that watch costs, that 222? I think it's $32,000, right? And they're going to attack you with this watch. This watch, I'm just letting you know, the fever is gonna just drop. The same way the Patek Philippe Cubitess is dying out. you know, like the is becoming like a Miss Piggy. The same thing is going to happen to this Vacheron Constantin overseas stainless steel blue dial 222. You know, with that little cross in the corner, it's just going to stop being lollipop suckers. How much is it? Look at that, $35,000. That was pretty close. So that is another sucker's bet. You know, that is another Las Vegas sucker's bet to get into your pockets. All right? Don't be dodo birds. Stop giving away your children's tuition money to these cabrones, hermano. Son unos cabrones, papá. You know, I'm never going to be able to finish these Muppet Boiler Room secondary Great Watch Market channels and videos. Never. I'm never going to be able to do that. It's just me and Kino against thousands and thousands of them. But if we can prevent, you know, let's say 100,000 people, 100,000 people. If we can prevent 25,000 people from getting fleeced and flim-flam, then we're doing our job. All right, guys? You understand me? So we're never going to beat those guys. Those guys are cretins, you know? No good, no bueno. So I'm just letting you know, that we need to always keep on promoting, keep on letting people know about this channel, who Sweet Kid Kino is. He is my sidekick, you know, like Deputy Droopy Butthole Eyes has a sidekick, you know, Jiminy Cricket with the spray can chia pet hair, you know. I have Sweet Kid Kino, all right? Anyway, guys, I'm going to give you a little small watch market update, you know, so you guys had a little taste of the watch market, you know. I got to go back to work. They're waiting for me. You know, I have a real job. You know, I sell marble, natural stone. That's what I do for a living. I gotta get back to the clients. You know, they're waiting for me. I'm like a celebrity in the stone business. Unbelievable, but true. Whether you guys want to believe it or not, I'm like a celebrity. So I'm gonna talk to you about a watch. It is the Rolex GMT two-tone stainless steel with rose gold. Unbelievable. What a sucker's bet watch. I'm telling you, man, two-tone watches in my time, they were dogs with fleas. Not even dogs. They were dogs with fleas. You know? Or you get the stainless steel watch or you get the precious metal watch, you know? But nobody would buy a two-tone watch. It was dead. Until these flim-flammers got all of you, you know? Until these flim-flammers got you, it was it. But anyway, this Rolex root beer, stainless steel with rose gold. The reference number of this watch is the 126711CHNR. Unbelievable. This watch was over $35,000 in that Corona era. Over $35,000. This watch has a retail price of $17,500 at this moment. At this moment, we're talking about a used slider condition material watch. And ladies and gentlemen, this watch has been offered to me. Yo no lo quiero. I don't want it. But I'm just telling you so they don't get you taken. Like they got that lady taken in the Sawgrass Mills Mall, you know, with that Datejust, with the navy blue dial. You know? They got it taken for $16,500. Coño, como duele eso. Qué clase de palazo. La descojonaron toda. La despeluzaron. Anyway, don't pay. Don't pay for that Rolex stainless steel with rose gold root beer. Don't pay more than $15,200 and bam! Imagine it. You do whatever you want with your money. It's your money. You do whatever you want. Kino keeps on asking me how many thank you chats we got. I told him que ustedes son unos lambones. He doesn't believe me. I told him, son unos lambones. Son unos lambones. Look at the information, the knowledge I give you guys. Not even 75 cents. But that's all right, ladies and gentlemen. Our next watch is another Rolex. Stainless steel, GMT, black dial, black ceramic bezel. Unbelievable. And your favorite word, discontinue. Unbelievable. When it discontinues, it's going to go to $20,000. Unbelievable. What a bunch of lollipop suckers. Unbelievable. The Rolex GMT. Reference number 116710LN. Retail price, $8,450. Ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that Rolex GMT. Stainless steel, black dial, black ceramic bezel with a green hand somewhere on there. Has a green hand. Don't pay more than $8,300 and which Michael did. Our next watch is a Patek Philippe. Unbelievable. The world timer, white gold, the 7130. Unbelievable with a 36 millimeter. Has a factory diamond bezel. Unbelievable looking time machine, ladies and gentlemen. This is an unbelievable looking time machine. This watch is brand new, all stock from 2017. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Has a retail price of $61,000. My God, $390. With a leather bracelet. Unbelievable, this watch. Unbelievable. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for this beautiful watch. You do whatever you want with your money. There's no sapo. You know what sapo is? You don't know what a sapo is? Well, if you don't know what a sapo is, you Google it. Pero ustedes son un bonche de sapo. That is sapo. I can't believe I call you sapo. Anyway, don't pay for that Patek. World timer, white gold, 7130, factory diamond bezel, fully factory. Don't pay more than $26,000 in nothing. You might be dead. Our next watch is another Patek Philippe, the 5726 Nautilus, stainless steel, you know, with a smoke gray dial. Unbelievable. 5726. Unbelievable. This watch was over $175,000 in that Corona era. And you guys were asking for a second mortgage in your house to get that watch. This watch has a retail price of $56,920. $56,920. Don't pay for that watch, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you do whatever you want. It was over $175. Don't pay more than $74,000 in watch market dead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed this watch market update show that I have for you guys live. To the ones that saw this, good for you guys. You know how to protect yourself with that international watch diamond jewelry. And to the Tudor, you know, Miss Piggy and you know, Jay, Shu, and the ambassador, you know what's happening with that. You know what to do. And you have a small little watch market update so you can defend yourselves from these cockroaches. You know? Son unas cucarachas. Cockroaches. They're terrible. You know, they're terrible, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like, you know, our videos. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a private watch group. It's under my name, Juan Nieves, in Facebook. You know, scroll down to about, and maybe somebody in our company will let you in, you know. I got to go back to work already to sell some stone. And like me and Sweet Kate Kino every week, you take good care of yourselves and brush your hairs.